Well, hello, welcome. Welcome to your mat. Glad you're here today. Let's go ahead and get started. Just find a comfortable seat on your mat. Once again, so glad you're here. Any movement that you need to do to kind of clear the space, do that for yourself so that you can land into some stillness, land into your breath, your body. You can just elevate your hips a little bit, let the knees descend a little bit more so from hips. Let your tailbone reach down to the earth at the same time, reach up through the crown of your head. And let's just take a couple of rattle breaths. Deep breath in into the belly. And open the mouth and breathe it out. Twice more like that. Breath in. And sigh it out. Last one. Breath in. Really release anything you don't need. You can land right here, right now. Start to feel what's beneath you, connecting you to the earth. Feel what is above you. Take in what is to your left and to your right, behind you and in front of you. Just begin to take in the entire room. From your right hand to your belly, left hand to your heart center. Feel the breath moving in and out of the body. Feel the right hand rise and fall. Feel your heartbeat. And start to deepen the breath. Feel the inhale. Feel the exhale. Feel that offering self-healing energy. Feel that connection. Take 3 more breaths. Reach your sit bones. And we're just going to move into heart center opening here. So draw your earth on your shin bones, draw your chest, your shoulders back, tuck and reach through and find that cross your exhale on that. Inhale, reach through. Start to find your breath. In inhale back up to center. Go ahead and lift your knees up, bring your soles of your feet to the earth flat, and I'm going to turn this way. You can stay. You're going to take a block between us and our back. And then if you have that handy other block, go ahead and block between your pause here and just feel that lift from the lower back. Lower belly was fine. And connect your thighs to your body. Your next inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge back. Arms reach forward. Inhale, lift up. You can do that walk. Exhale. Both arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. In your vertebra, exhale. Feel that contraction. Find that place that doesn't go back on the exhale. Actually, press the on it. Twisting those hips, elbows. Stay with it. Check in, make sure those knees aren't moving with you. Inhale, center and lift. Place your blocks to the side. Feel that connection in our thighs. Arms reach forward, hinge back.
Well, anyway,
Arms reach up.
this is therefore to say,
Inhale. Exhale. Now really stay lifted out of that lower back.
transformation of human consciousness through meditation is frustrated. So long as we think of it in terms of something that I myself can bring about by some kind of wangle, by some sort of gimmick. Because you see, that leads to endless games of spiritual one-upmanship and of guru competitions. Of my guru is more effective than your guru. My yoga's faster than your yoga. I'm more aware of myself than you are. I'm humbler than you are. I'm sorrier for my sins than you are. I love you more than you love me. This interminable goings-on about which people fight and wonder whether they're a little bit more evolved than somebody else and so on. All that can just fall away. And then we get this strange feeling that we have never had, you see, in our lives, except occasionally by accident. Some people get a glimpse that we are no longer this poor little stranger and afraid in a world it never made. but that you are this universe.
If you're looking down,
and you are creating it
all of this.
at every moment.
Cross the back down.
Because you see, it starts now. It didn't begin in the past. There was no past. See, if the universe began in the past, when that happened, it was now. See? Well, it's still now. And the universe is still beginning now, and it's trailing off like the wake of a ship from now. And the wake of the ship fades out, so does the past. You can look back there to explain things, but the explanation disappears. You'll never find it there. Things are not explained by the past. They're explained by what happens now. Cheer up. You can't blame anyone else for the kind of world you're in. And if you know, you see, that I, in the sense of the person, the front, the ego, it really doesn't exist, then it won't go to your head too badly if you wake up and discover that you're God.
Downward dog shape. Little soften those knees. Stretch your arms forward, chest pressing towards your thighs. Lift to the toes, roll and articulate your spine towards your belly in, looking forward, and actually let's lower the knees here. Untouch those toes, slide one leg back, then the other. Pull that length out of the lower back. Tuck your chin into the chest, forehead to the neck. Interlace those fingers, nothing spins your knees. Down to the side. Baby arms lifted off the knees.
In the cold light I live, to love and adore you. It's all that I am, it's all that I have. In the cold light I live, I only live for you. It's all that I am, it's all
Hands
that
in line with the upper wrist. And I want you to have this action where you slide the body forward, lifting to your shoulders a little up. Down back, elbows. Heel pad forward, body. Time. Back to toe. Right knee. Left side.
So open up my eyes to a new life. I wandered round your darkened land all night, but I lift up my eyes to a new height. And indeed there would be, but in the cold light I live, to love and adore you. It's all that I am, it's all that I have. And in the cold light I live, I'll only live for you. It's all that I am, it's all that I have. And in the cold light I live, to love and adore you. It's all that I am,
breaths into the belly, some breaths into your heart center. Inhale, lift to those tippy toes. Exhale, hover those knees. On an inhale, shift forward, bring that right knee into the chest. This time you're gonna hold your plank, tap that right knee to the thumb, and lift and curl into the rest. Inhale, step forward, right foot. That left knee lays back. And your fingertips are going to lock. Step forward, step first, step. Oh. And then step back. Inhale, open. Inhale out. Exhale, perfect. Last. In that back to out. Then come back. Roll it down. Coming up, work on. Breathe it out and come. One more sip of breath. I'm going to lower the music. I think it was too high. Sorry. A little bit better, hopefully. My apologies. Here you are in downward facing dog. Hopefully that's a little bit better. On an inhale, lift to the tippy toes. Hover the knees down to the earth, chest is up. Shoot forward, draw the left knee into your chest. Hold. Tap that knee between the thumbs. Inhale, curl everything in, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Curl everything in, big step forward, left foot, left foot. So check in. Make sure your feet are hips distance here. Reach long through that back heel, reach towards the front of the head. Fingertips light to the earth or long. And you're gonna step off that back foot, kind of draw the right toes in, knee into chest, kind of a curling in action. And then step back, find that low lunge space. Exhale, curl everything in, bringing a little fire into that left hamstring and quad. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, step back. 2 more. Last one. Hold the space. Or widen that step between the feet. Left toes to the right, right toes to the right a little bit more. Reach through that back heel, left hip crease back, right hip bone forward and rise up. And it sometimes feels good to kind of lift a little bit out of the shape and then settle in as you reach long through that back. Adding those arms. Pressing back. I want you to find some engagement of all those muscles along the ribs to draw everything kind of a course action. And then exhale, curl everything in without losing that force and open. Exhale, curl everything in. Breath. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale, open, lift up, straighten the front leg, pivot the back heel down, opening into warrior 2. And peaceful warrior, left palm opens to the sky, up and over, back shoulder releasing. Charge up that front thigh, charge up that back. A little deeper side bend, whatever feels good, and then rise up, Skandasana. Pivot the feet wide parallel, bend through your back knee. Hinging forward as much as it's comfortable for you, and add those weights up to the side. You're gonna extend through the front knee, circle back or up front, shoulder over. Stepping back, find plank pose. Take a full sip of breath here. Breathe it out. Inhale, shift forward, maybe moving through a little up dog this time as you hug the elbows in. Tops of the toes, press hips forward, open the chest. And exhale, journey back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in together, breathe it out. Lift to the tippy toes. Look forward, hop, step, or float those feet top of the mat. Land your feet, inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold and surrender. Raise your eyes, take it all the way back up. And hands to heart. You can stay right where you are. I'm just going to turn to face your right hand to belly, left to hand to heart center, and pause. Breathe into the lower belly. Breathe in to your heart center. Find your center again. Take one more sip of breath. Let it go. Release those hands. Inhale, sweep the hands high, big stretch. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, soft bend in those knees. Your breath in takes you halfway. Breathe into that space. Exhale, fold and surrender. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Take a full cycle of breath here. Breathe it out. Into those tippy toes, similar to the beginning sequence. Hover those knees, chest to thumb. Shift forward, bring that right knee to your right tricep, elbow, fold. Fold in this plank position, hover down to your wrist. Inhale, lift. Eye up on the arm, hover. Lift. One more cycle, you got it. Inhale, lift, and place your right foot inside that right hand. Slide that left leg back. It stays lifted. Right hand to thigh, left hand underneath your left shoulder. You can twist the shoulder open. Make sure that hip isn't twisting with you, and right arm can open to the sky. So you can always lower that back knee if that feels good. We're going to move through a little flow here. So inhale, arm reaches up and back, and then exhale, taps down beside that right toe. Inhale up. Exhale down to the earth. One more, inhale. Exhale, closing down. Beautiful job. Now from here, you can get light in those back toes. Step off the back foot. Blocks to the earth or fingertips. Lift your left leg without kind of opening that hip. So square the hips. Right hand, your right hip crease, reach your back. And then cross that left toes behind you, reach your right. Inhale, lift, and chest lifts with you. Exhale, curl everything in, toes tap. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, toes tap. This time, bend through that right knee. Come up to stand, and the left toes, I'm going to show you from the side, are going to be off the heel. The heel is going to be off, and you're going to be like a little squat here. You be the judge of how low you go into that squat. Right knee's right over ankle. Hands in prayer. Feel your breath. Feel that right glute. Shoulders away from those ears. Now, left foot to sky, crouching warrior. Right knee bends, but be mindful that you're not putting too much pressure to that right knee. Left knee bends, left foot to sky, foot squared. Hands can come to prayer, to blocks, maybe beside the body. Create a little bit of an up dog in the chest. Much energy in that right leg. Feel it. You got it. 2 more breaths. Stay with it. And just straighten that left leg out. Big step back. Spin the back heel down. Spiral open to revolve. Right arm to step. So here we are. Just going to change so you can see me. Start to straighten that front leg. Lift out of that right hip. Reach forward as if you're going to come into triangle and then draw that elbow in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale in. Just creating space on that side body. This time, reach out, find that space. Tuck your right glute into the body. Knuckles to the inside of the leg. Press through the outer edge of that back heel. Top arm can stack on top of bottom. And you feel that energy rooting down, but at the same time, lifting you up. Creating some space on that left side body. Hugging that right glute in. You got this. Breathe in, breathe out. Start the back to front, stay where you are. One more full breath in. Exhale, circle that left hand down. Framing the front foot. You're going to step that right foot back just a little bit, coming out to the outer edge of that left foot into a side plank variation. Or stack those ankles or stagger and finding a little lift as you arch that bottom side as you lift through the top foot. Maybe taking the top arm up and over. Couple more breaths. Stay with it. Legs and hands supported. Here, one more breath. Right hand down. Right toe step back, a little hover in those knees. Shoot forward, find your plank. Press back to downward dog or flow. Breath in together. Breathe it out together. Inhale, lift to those tippy toes. You cover those knees. Shift forward, bring that left knee to your left tricep. Hold. Cover to the elbow, lift to the wrist. Up to the elbow. And down. You got it. Last one. Lift up, hold. Step that left foot forward, left foot. Slide that right leg out, right fingertips to the earth, under the shoulder, left hand to thighs. Really Reach through that back heel and feel that right hip lift away from your left arm from the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, closing down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close it. One cycle more. Exhale, close it down. You're going to step off the back foot, finding a little warrior 3 variation into a split. Lengthen the chest forward, lengthen the leg back. Exhale, tap the toes behind you to the left as you fold. Inhale, root down through that left foot, lift. Exhale, cross behind and fold. One more. Inhale, lift. Let that foot step down to the ball of the foot. Feet a little bit wider than hips distance, finding that squat as you rise. Hands to prayer. Maybe this time bring those thumb knuckles right between the brow. Feel your left quad, left hamstring. Feel the entire left foot rooted down. Feel the ball of the right foot. Spine is long. One more sip of breath, you got it. And then balancing on that left foot, hinge forward, right foot to side, crouching warrior. And you feel that left hip crease lengthen back, right foot to side, as powerful as that left foot. And you choose arms, maybe come to blocks to square off, maybe to heart, maybe press back. Right thigh parallel to the earth without opening that foot. Embrace the uncertainty and the balancing that your left leg is having to do. Take up into your breath to help ground you. Then bring one more breath. Big step back. Woo. Hello, quad. Spiraling open. Straighten that front leg. Lift up and over. Back up, just reaching forward as if you're going to come into triangle. And then bend that elbow, bring it in. Now feel that left glute hug in as you do this. Last one. Reach, hug in, lift up and out, and then land into your triangle. And you can add that top arm if that feels good. Hand could stay with hips. Stay down, look out, or up. So many options. You get to choose. You choose those actions that take care of you, challenging you, but also take care of you. Couple more breaths. So the strength of your legs supporting you. And you're going to circle that right arm down with your next exhale. Coming into side plank on that right side, your version, toes can support you. Stack those feet, stagger. Lift out of that bottom arm, arching up and over. Find your breath, you got it. Next exhale, hand down. Cover those knees back. Shift forward, find your plank, your flow through, press back, child's pose. Cobra up dog. And journey back, downward facing dog. Breath in together. Breathe it out. Forward, top of the mat. Hop, step, or flip the feet, top of the mat. Breath and breathe into that space. Exhale, fold and surrender. Get up to stand, reach your eyes together. And hands to heart. Closing the eyes, bring your left hand to your heart center, right hand to your belly. Make it a little wider than hips. Tuck your chin into the chest and just take some breaths. Refit. Find that center again. Find your breath. Back to your heart. Space of love and compassion. One more breath together. Breathe it out. Releasing this hand. Inhale, lifting up, sweep high. Exhale, hinging forward, clear it out. Inhale, find that halfway. Lift space, exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to tippy toes, hover those knees. Inhale, shoot forward. This time, bring that right knee over to that left elbow tricep. Elbow to wrist, tricep, lift, and lower. One more. This time, lift, spin to the instep of the left foot. Right foot shoots out to the side, a little fallen warrior. You can stay stacked or stretch that leg out a little further, getting a little bit more back bending. Press for the outer edge of that left foot, inner step of right foot. One more breath. Exhale, hand down, slide the leg in. Draw the knee to the chest, wild bend. Looking it back over. Up and over. And then hover, step that right foot forward, top of the mat. And sigh it out. Right knee right over ankle, finding that lunge. This time, shift your hips back. So right hand to right hip crease. Left heel will stay lifted. Check in with your lower back, it's pretty level. Left hand cupping the earth underneath the shoulder. Right shoulder starts to lift the sky. Keep reaching through that left heel so the hips don't twist. And exhale, circle the right arm down. Inhale like we did before, but front leg is straight this time. Exhale, down to the earth. Twice more. Last one. This time, keep the hand lifted, hand to that hip crease. Bend through your front. We're going to find twisted move here. So left hand steps forward as you step off the back foot. Square your hips off. Left toes, you can point them this time, spiraling the left thigh inward. Begin to stack your right shoulder on top of the left, maybe lifting that right arm. And then keep lifting that left heel up to the sky and hugging the leg into the midline. Couple more breaths here, stay with it. Right arm circles down. Bend through that right knee. Fingertips can support you on the earth here in a crouching warrior, or hands lift to heart, or wings beside the body. Find a little up dog in that chest. Left hip parallel to the earth. Right hip is sitting in line. One more breath. And exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the earth. You're going to come into half moon now. So right hand walks off to the side. Start to spiral the left thigh open to the side. Flex the foot. Left fingertips can stay here. Or you play with lifting left hand to hip, arm to sky. Or maybe find a nice little quad stretch here as you grab that ankle. Right toes rooted down forward. Staying lifted out of that right shoulder and right hip, hugging everything and hold here. Coming on it, front. Stay with it. And then releasing the arm to sky. Big step back, peaceful warrior. Gracefully land that foot, right arm to sky. And then arm comes back, shoulders are going to be right over those hips. Pivot the left heel in, knees right over ankles here. So make sure they're not collapsing in and that you're not too wide or too narrow here in this shape. Palms are going to kind of open out to the sides, elbows bend. Pressing back, course of the ribs, find that action. And exhale, press everything in. Inhale out. Exhale, press everything in. Maybe get a little lower. Inhale. Stay with it. Exhale. Clearing out that energy. You want to exhale out through the mouth. Do so. 3 more. Last one. Sink just a little bit here. Then straighten those legs. Heels slightly out, toes in, feet wide parallel. Hands to those hip creases. Lift through the collarbone. Drop the head slightly back. Just anchor over those heels, hinge forward from the hips. We'll soften in those knees if you choose. Fingertips underneath the shoulders, lift, lengthen halfway. And exhale, fold and surrender. Take it out. You can walk those hands underneath the shoulders. Might feel good to stretch the arms out in front of you or through the legs. Feel your feet. And then from here, just bend for your front knee. Get low, come back around front. From here, step that foot back, find your plank. Full breath here, full breath out. You choose either flowing through or find a pause, a downward dog, child's pose. Collective breath in together, breathe out together. Second side here, lift to those tippy toes, cover those knees. Shoot forward, bring that left knee over to that right tricep, hold. Hover it down to the wrist. Lift, hover, lift, you got it. And as you lift, spin to the instep of the right foot as you shoot that left leg through. You can come into a little wider straddle here with the legs as you press the hips up, maybe right arm up and over. You press to the outer edge of the right foot, instep the left. That opening across your right foot. One more breath. Gliding the leg in, hand down, right hand, wild thing, opposite side. A little different stretch across that right shoulder head. And begin to suspend that left foot forward, step towards the top of the mat. You got it. Framing the front foot. Sometimes shifting the hips back. So I didn't guide this last time, but you could take those blocks right underneath those hands. Left hand to your left hip crease, lower back stays level. Right hand underneath the right shoulder. Left arm lifts. Now anchor through that back heel as you circle that left hand out. Inhale, open arm to stack. Exhale, down to the earth. One more. Exhale it down. Now this time, actually, left hand to your left hip crease, rebend through that front knee. We're going to journey into that twisted moon. So right hand starts to step forward, anchors underneath the right shoulder as you lift the back leg, spiraling the right thigh inward. Feeling that connection, heel to sky, and maybe add that left arm, stacking left shoulder on top of right. And there's going to be some wobble and some challenge, and just check in. See where those thoughts go. See if you can just be an observer without getting any attachment. Find steadiness in your breath. Couple more breaths. And begin to bend through that left knee. Finding a little crouching warrior. Hands could stay there to the earth or lift to heart center or beside the body. Steady your gaze. And then half moon here. So using the earth or a block here, walk it the hand over to the left. Begin to kick that right leg to the sky. Spiral the thigh open. Flexing the right toes. And maybe you find a little quad stretch here. For me, it feels I can get into a little easier if I bend the bottom leg, then I work to straighten it. Stay with it. Free up the leg, big breath. You got a big step back, peaceful forward. Heel to arch alignment. Rise up. Goddess pose, heels in, toes out. Holding here, just letting your left shoulder dip down and then forward and lifts and then opposite. Just a little wringing out action. And exhale. There. Exhale. One more. Coming right here. Arms reach behind you, interlace, knuckles to the earth, charge of the legs, feel that sensation. One more breath. Then rise up. Feet wide, parallel, open through the chest. If you need to hold a towel behind you, totally fine. And hinging forward, maybe arms coming overhead. Feel that slight shift forward into the balls of the feet. Heels are light. And then exhale, the hands down. Hover through that front knee, back around front to a low lunge. Flow through or step back, downward dog, but take a pause in that fight. Check in. Instead of just doing what you always do or rushing to make that decision, check in. And then from here, exhale, press back, downward dog. Your right foot is gonna step forward. And then using blocks here or fingertips to the earth, you're gonna just start to kind of pivot the toes, and you may need to slide the left foot in a little further. I'm kind of pressing through the outer edge of both feet as I crisscross my feet. I want to get a little deeper, fingertips to the earth, pull forward. And then you're going to just take it in the opposite direction. Oops. Around. Maybe finding that lift and that space here as you use the blocks. Okay, finding a little bit more space. Fingertips here. And then from here, you're actually just going to bend the knees and come down into Gomukhasana. Now, if you know Gomukhasana doesn't feel good to your body, I think before, it's always an option. Grab a strap or a towel here. Really land top knee, left knee right up on top of right, and then left glute lands to the earth. Root through your sit bones, lift, lengthen up. You may even take those fingertips beside those hips to find some space. And then take that right arm up, bending the elbow, reach the fingertips down. And this might be just where you want to stay. If you want to add a little extra shoulder stretch, grabbing the strap with the top arm, or if you know that your fingertips can easily hold on to one another here, then just hook fingers. If you're holding onto the strap, then you start to kind of climb those left hand fingers up towards the right. And then you work towards getting to that upper arm behind the head. So you create a little resistance and working to hug that left elbow into the body. Lots of things to think about here. Get you out of the mind, right? All right, so staying right here, keeping the outer edge of the feet pressing down. I like to flex the feet, or if you want a little extra sensation, keep reaching that left sit bone back, reach forward through the crown of the head, or reach up. That exhale to bring energy into any areas that feel tight or stuck. Inhale slowly. If you folded forward, come up. First, just release that bottom arm. I like to ease out of this stretch. Left fingertips out to the side, right arm up and over. Hands come behind you. Just go ahead and free those legs, feet flat to the earth. Reverse tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, fingertips face forward, knees over, ankles to the hips. Gaze can stay up or draw back. And then go ahead and release. And then it should be the opposite leg up on top. Oops, I may have messed that up. All right, so right leg, then left. So this is right leg up on top? Yeah. Maybe? Go with whatever feels right. No, maybe we did the left leg. All right. Hard to know. No, that was that 6 months. One of those mornings. Find whatever you know. Yeah, there we go. Right sit bone rooting down. Flexing the feet. Backing those knees. And then your opposite. Left elbow reaches up. Right fingertips can come back around, use the strap if you choose. Walk up closer towards the hand. You might notice one side feels a little tighter than the other. Just notice. And then as you anchor through the sit bones, maybe leaning forward. Getting a little extra sensation in that outer right hip. Press the head, back of the head into the left arm. And inhale, slowly lift ourselves back up. Release that right arm out to the side. Left arm up. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the strap off to the side for a moment. Feet flat to the earth and just a little bit of shake. And then extending the legs out, I'm going to grab a little extra in my torso here using the block and the strap. You can do either or both. So I'm going to show you from the side here, placing that block bottom of the feet. Take the strap right up on top. Inhale, find some space, and if you've got super tight hamstrings, a little soften in the knees will be good here. Resist in, so elbows bend in, chest opens, and begin to hinge forward, leaning the heart forward, tuck your chin into chest. And you can work those hands closer towards your strap if you've got pretty good, and I don't mean to say good or bad, if you have deeper flexibility here, holding on to the block. But just check in, is it creating a little roundness in that upper spine? Then use the strap here. Resist the block into the hands. And the feet in, excuse me, the block into the feet and the feet into the other direction. The block into the feet into the block. See if you can shift one hip back then the other, find some space, and then exhale, fold and surrender. Little internal rotation of their thighs. And then go ahead and release that block. Soften the knees. Tuck the chin in and just slowly roll yourself up. And then we're going to take a wide straddle here. So you may want to find where you can kind of cushion the heels here. Remove muscle away from that bone on the right side and the left. Flex the feet. Lifting up through the crown of the head. This may be where you go. Check in, make sure the knees aren't caving in. You can start to walk those hands slightly forward. So it's an external rotation of those thighs. If you get so low and you want to take your head to a block, the fourth and third eye, do so. Just check in with those legs, make sure the feet and the knees aren't caving in. Wiggle the toes and slowly start to lift yourself back up. Bend your left knee in. Take your left hand behind you. You're going to lift up your hips, a little gate pose variation here. Circle down and switch sides. Go ahead and bring yourself upright here. Feet to the earth where we began. Hands to the shins, lift the chest. And exhale, drop back into a little cat position to the chest. Just one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. This time as you drop back, just begin to roll down onto your back. Straighten the left leg out across your mat. Draw the right knee into the chest. A little bit more to the right for a moment. And then bring it across the body to the left with the left arm. Take that right arm out. Maybe slightly higher up, anchoring down for the shoulder to get that nice front of the shoulder head stretch. Hand to the outside of the leg. Going that outer band of the hip, along the ribs, the IT band. If you want a little extra IT band, again, you can straighten that right leg, holding onto the foot, maybe with a strap or your hand. And then you'll bend that knee, bring the knee back in, give it a squeeze. Extend the leg out. Take a moment, just notice one side to the other. And then draw the left knee in. And across your body. Anchor to that left shoulder. Maybe adding that straight leg. Only go as far as you can keep connection of that left shoulder. If you have the leg straight, just bend it one more breath here. And then roll to your back. Straighten the left leg out, just notice. Untuck the shoulders. And then just give yourself a big squeeze here. Draw the knees into the chest. Might feel good to take those knees a little wider, find a little happy baby, or simply just hold wherever you are. Driving that energy down, the knees to the earth, soles of the feet pressing towards the sky. Steaming against the hands, like a safe firm release down. Opening the ribs. And then the soles of the feet touch. Kind of rock a little bit, Baddha Konasana. And then land the soles of the feet to the earth. Knees still bent, right hand to belly, left hand to heart. Take a moment and just pause here. Feel your breath, feel your heartbeat. And then just start to find the spinal space for yourself. You can stay right here with the legs right where they are. Straighten the legs out. Maybe the knees stay bent, soles of the feet to the earth. And allow yourself this stillness, this place where you are supported. You have nowhere else to be but right here, right now. Start to connect back to your breath. Taking in a little deeper sip to the body. Feel that energy run through you. Wiggle the toes, the fingers. Give yourself a big stretch, one end of the mat to the other. Give yourself a big hug and gratitude for this moment, your body, time. And then roll to your right side. Just take a moment to just pause and collect. Collect what you will take with you, leave behind, which no longer serves you. Head heavy, eyes gently closed, lifting back up to a comfortable seat. Hands to heart center. Bow your chin to chest. A big breath in together. Open the mouth side out. Lifting the chin. Lifting your hands up to your third eye center point. We close this practice together, honoring the sweet light within us. We bow together, give thanks to ourselves, one another in this beautiful practice, and together, saying, Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. I'll stick around. One thing that I quoted at the beginning, which I'll just repeat, is that you have the right to relax instead of resisting. Something that I read this week, so kind of neat. I'm gonna hit stop record. I'll stick around.